I might as well just go ahead and talk about this sneak dissing, and that's a clever sneak diss. This one particular individual was trying to do, and and I do somewhat admire it on an intellectual level, but here's where he doesn't understand, right? And let me say this again: Big J does not monkey around. Okay, let me give out a hint. Big J does not monkey around. See, let's talk about this sector U2, this Chitlin circuit, right? I'm the one that call it the Chitlin circuit. So we got to understand the origins of this sector, right? And this sector, a lot of people got have misconceptions about this sector and how they can disillusioned by it, right? But anyway, let's talk about the movie poster, right? Now, if you're a fan of the Toho universe, you know the star of the Toho universe is the monster that you see the movie poster right here, right? So I was watching this movie the other day, and I was watching the Japanese cut of this movie, and there was, and they had repeated a dialogue thread explaining the existence of the monster himself. And if you ever watch the movies, the older movies, the newer movies, even the legendary series, right? They always say when every time there is human calamity or warfare or a human made disaster, he will appear and balance and bring balance to the world. If you watch the 19 no, I'm sorry, the 2014 movie, if you watch the 1985 movie, if you watch the movie in the 1960s and 50s, the plot line always says he here to bring balance to whatever calamity that may have arrived. That's why Tokyo always get demolished. That's why the west coast of the United States gets demolished. That's why anything in his way will get demolished because he's trying to bring balance to the world. And people finally realize, oh, maybe if we stop, and then the movie always ended with a message like, oh, maybe if we stop putting pollution out, maybe we'll stop dropping nuclear bombs all over the place. Maybe we'll stop doing genocide. Then he will not appear. So that was a sneak diss to me when somebody said, "Well, Big J," no, when somebody said, "Well, you complain about the uh, the black sector." Well, wait a minute. Let's let's go back to to the very beginning of this sector, right? The sector was created by people who were activists, originally created by people who were either into politics or into religion or some sort of way to reach people to a betterment of that community. And the thing is, there was corruption added into to the conversations because because YouTube the frequency allows those who have a warped mind the freedom to say anything without any uh, uh, consequence. So you made three videos this and me. And and Lewis, thank you. Lewis, thank you for saying that. Because what I'm saying is facts. See, I can see, and I noticed ever since when what happened to Cynthia G, I noticed that I know, and when I start to say, well, I told y'all it was going to happen to Cynthia G, right? I told people, hey man, it's going to happen to Cynthia G now, and I predicted it. And yes, I have predicted that a white person was going to take Cynthia out. I said white women. I said specifically white women are going to do it because white women has been the target of the divested community by the swirling community and those who cannot and those who are in the pro-black, back to Africa, red ball, green ball community. Yes, white women are a target in this space for multiple reasons. A black man with a white woman, oh, pro-black, the pro-black will have a problem with it. And let me say something too, right? Because this has something to do with a conversation that was in my chat room earlier today. Now it's 11:41 p.m. October the 30th of 2023. So around 11 o'clock this morning, a conversation was happening when I was talking about the Ashley lady and Cynthia. And you got some people in some of these groups want to sit there and try to act like they don't gender bang. Oh, these gender bangers. I'm glad these gender bangers are gone. And then I'm like, I listen to these people that go to this particular person's channel, and then they complain about the gender bangers on his panel. But then when you look at the people who are talking, they gender bang too. Why you with a Becky? Anytime I hear people say to use the term Becky or to use the term Brad, you're gender banging. All right? So don't act like it's just the men, these manosphere, SYSBM community dudes who are banging on black women. Don't act like it's just the divestors, the pink pill, and the BWE women just gender banging on black men. No, you pro-blacks do it too. Anybody can go to a water sniper video channel, any video that water sniper makes, he's on that black love, but then the majority of his videos is targeting black women who gets in the company of a white man. I remember years ago when Serena Williams got hooked up with that white dude who owns what's that website? I forgot the website name now. It's one of the major social media Reddit, right? So y'all spent time trashing Serena Williams. So don't come to me acting like, well, everybody else is gender banging except for you. And let me say something too that he did not want to explain. He didn't want to go into that. Well, I'll go and say I'll say it for him. You know what also reason why black men, why there was a black manosphere 2.0? Well, because they got tired of hearing the pro-black saying the two things that gets on people's nerves. That is, she's a female. Every time when some woman say something out of pocket, is one of you pro-black Negroes saying, "Well, she's a female," or or another situation where somebody is minding their own business, not in y'all's company, but then no, scratch that, scratch that. I'm gonna save that argument for later. Let me save that argument for later. Or when one of y'all would have a woman slap her son upside the head on not one, not two, but 3, 4 videos and live streams on her channel because her son has a preference. And that's why I said, well, you Negroes, or was in her comment section, they could, though that was funny to see that. So y'all get missing with the whole we don't gender bang. Yes, y'all do. And you are the leader. And you and I see, and I'm gonna say that I view you as the leader of those people who you surround yourself with. Now, anyway, back to the main topic, because the main topic was all of this needs to end. So the person who made the sneak diss videos to me the last couple of days, and I just finished watching not two or three of his videos, because he keep making references of what I say, because I use the term Chitlin Circuit, so I know who he was targeting when he said the word Chitlin Circuit. No, I'm not going to say his name. I'll let y'all figure that out. But anyway, I said, he thinks this is about growing one's channel. He thinks this is about jealousy of certain people's channels, and or specifically why my channel is not growing. When numerous of times I said I don't care no longer about my channel. I said that for about 2 months now. I said I no longer care about YouTube like that. I don't. I have no interest of growing my channel. I have no interest of subs and views anymore, because it's too late for that. There are bigger and better things to do that I'm planning on doing. But the thing that what you don't seem to understand, and this is the irony of what you said in one of your videos. There's the irony of what you said in your video. You said, well, if they're gonna get sent to the G, understand, you're gonna be locked up with Cynthia, and therefore, Google and these social media companies, they're gathering our data in order to lock us up in the future. The irony of that statement versus what I was saying. Because when you have social media companies creating strife, creating and promoting division, racial division, gender division, economic division between groups of people. That was the whole point I was saying why black YouTube needs to be eradicated, because they take a part in it, and part of that, and I use what Sneeko and those young adolescents have done, right? With Sneeko, when I saw Sneeko at that baseball game, walking around, and you got them 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old boys repeating that misogynistic garbage that he said on his podcast. And my thing was, okay, this proved my point why the gender warring channels got to go. And that's why I also said, and I said this as well, that if you get rid of the manosphere, you get rid of the black manosphere especially, everybody else going to fall to the wayside. And when I said fall to the wayside, I ain't saying though, oh, it's going to be all cookies and cream and all that. What I'm saying is, if you knock out the black manosphere off of YouTube, if you knock out these red pill podcasting channels, you will not influence some 10-year-old, 12-year-old to act out against women and girls who have nothing to do with 40-year-old men's trauma and pain. And this is something that I was trying to tell this to Iron Verbal, when I was on her channel. Some of these days, boys are going to grow up and listen to the buffoonery that some of you older women make about men. And y'all never want to clarify. See, for me, unlike y'all, I make a specific. See, I do specifics. I don't talk in generalities. When there is a woman that angered me, everybody know who I'm referring to. But I'm not going to say because this woman is black, therefore it's all black women's fault. Or if I'm with a white woman, oh, it's all white women's fault. I don't do that because I know what I say can be, what I could say can be misconstrued to mean, oh, I'm talking about a specific group or a specific race. I'm talking about an individual. Because that's always get lost in the sauce. And that's why some of y'all get it twisted and like what I said in the that's why I like what I said in the live stream earlier. I said, hold on, I'm sorry, I was distracted because somebody said something. Yeti, I'm gonna say something to Yeti. I want them gone too. All right, Rollo Tomasi, Hammerhand, they got to go too. Now back to these messages, okay? Back to these messages, because yeah, they're trying to get Rollo Tomasi out of here too. Now back to the program. And I forgot where I was at. I forgot where I really was going to go at. But anyway, the point is, when you got adolescents watching our adolescents repeating your pain, repeating your suffering, and they never experienced none of that, and then these little boys and little girls hear what some divestors say, or hear what some manosphere SYSBM nut job would say, then you fail. You created more, not less, of the opposition. That's the whole point. That's why I said though it needs to be eradicated. You get rid of the black manosphere. Guess what happens? You get rid of Cynthia G. Guess what? I'm gonna say it right now. Since Cynthia G is no longer here, there's certain YouTubers who got nothing to talk about anymore, which is a positive thing to me. Why? The less Cynthia G, people like AJ and Seen Red don't have nothing else to talk about. Red Supreme has nothing else to talk about. The less they talk about, that's good for society. Because their talking points corrupt the young mind of people who might have listened to them. That's the entire point of the videos I said the other day. You get rid of the manosphere. Guess what? Also, you get rid of. You get rid of the divestors. You get rid of divestors will have no other choice but either disappear, do something else, or they'll turn on each other and fight. And yes, it has happened before. You get rid of the manosphere. Oh, you get rid of the male simps. You get rid of the simps on YouTube. And I'm talking about the simps who likes to grift and pander and try to gaslight other black men that they don't know. You get rid of them. No money is being made. And like what I use is the whole, okay, well, why the sheepdog and the coyote punching the clock at the same place while the sheep are the prey? It needs to end. That's the whole point. It needs to end. So I don't know what to tell you. So anyway, I'm gonna jump off of here. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for listening. That's the whole point I was saying. And let me do this one thing because it's going to anger somebody. Because I know he's going to watch the live stream. And this is to the person that was in my chat early this morning. So let me put this up, and I'm gonna ask this question to him. Where is the lie? Again, with this, what I list down, where is the lie? I'm gonna say it again. Where is the lie in what I list down? Okay? Where is the lie? I'll wait. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. So to the other dude who tried to sneak this me, nice try, but at some point it has nothing to do about somebody jealousy or envy. It's more about cleaning the deck because the future is going to be brought into, is going to be corrupted. Thus, they're going to be slaves to the algorithm that also is trying to take away their freedom as well. Distracting the youth from building something or to be slaves to the system. That's the irony of your video, of those 2-3 videos you did over the past couple of days. Big J out, y'all.